Hi there and welcome. It's Matthias speaking. Maybe you know me under my nickname Marpi from Forex Factory. Welcome to this channel. In this channel I will take you to the journey of my account which I'm trading in Euro US dollar in 2022. By the way, Happy New Year to you. I have a strategy which I brought into a robot, so I have a trading background. I'm not a coder, but in the past I had some helpful coders helping me to bring the strategy to an automated version, and with this version I will try to gain profits in the new year, and I will give you weekly updates, not just about what happens on the account, but also about the strategy behind, so you get more ideas how I trade on the market. And maybe this is exactly the point where you say, okay, so far I was always hearing about trading and stuff like this, but I never found the real starting point, and this might be your starting point. I will try my very best. My journey with the robot started roughly 10 years ago. I found a version on the internet, I downloaded it and I started to trade with it, first on demo accounts. Then after a while I started doing this with real money, and at some point I got a friend of mine who was coder, so he asked me if I can teach him how to trade, and I told him yes, of course, but for exchange you could change the coding for me. And so I started to implement my own thoughts, my own ideas into the robot, and this was actually the first time I had to question myself, how should I call this robot? What is the name for it? And then I thought about it a little bit and I gave him the name Icarus. Icarus, you know about the Greek myth from the son of Daedalus, who was flying too high with the wings his father was building for him to the sun, and then he crashed down. I gave this name to my robot in purpose to remind me that it's always a danger involved when you're trading like this. To understand this right, the way the system is trading, I will show you here, has nothing, absolutely nothing to do with regular trading, which I would normally do on the markets. It's more or less the opposite of it. So there are very high risks involved. You can do this also with low risks involved, but I'm trying to really making gains with it. So I'm looking for some 100% a year with this style of trading. And if you trade with such aggressive targets, then obviously there's always a massive risk involved. And I'm totally aware of this, and you should be also aware of this. So what is actually my goal for the year? Since many years I thought I would like to make some YouTube videos, but I never found the right content for me. So I said, this is a perfect chance to use the robot and my trading experience in 2022 to bring me on YouTube, and I hope you like this. If you are interested in my trading and about the robot and the strategies involved, then obviously I would highly appreciate if you subscribe me, and then you can get all the updates here on YouTube. I will bring roughly weekly video, more or less end of week, where I give you a summarization of what happened so far and give you some piece of knowledge so I can build your knowledge up, and meanwhile I can always update you what happens on the account. So last year was quite a tricky year. I was trading with Icarus, and I show you here the performance I made in 2021. I started here. Oops, this was a wrong button. Let me just check. So here we go. I started trading on the 8th of January. The first trades went good. So you see here a white line and the red line. The really relevant line is the so-called equity, which is red. In the equity we see all open profit and losses of positions. And when you say, hi, I don't have any clue about Forex trading, I do have the plan to bring you a little bit more knowledge also about the basic of forex trading in this channel in one of the next videos. So yeah, the last year started quite good. You see the account is going up. Then you see the first spike to downside, which we are calling drawdown. This means nothing really happened, but in the account the open position went down, so I had a bigger risk, but I was able to recover the risk, and so Icarus was flying higher and higher. At this point I made 1,000 euros. I'm in the Eurozone, so I'm trading here in euros plus, and it went on. And while we are looking on the chart, we're seeing the next drawdown. I was talking about goals. So one goal was YouTube, but I went to the biggest forum for this trading system, which we are calling MetaTrader 4. There are more than 150 brokers offering this platform. By the way, it's for free. So the robot is trading on MT4, and I'm trading euro, US dollar. I was mentioning this already. And so I went to this forum and I found some really nice guys who helped me in coding the newest version. And my target for this year is to hit the leaderboard of this big forum, which you can see in the internet. They have a leaderboard for real-time accounts, and my goal is to finish in the top 10, maybe higher, but top 10 is challenging enough. So this is my second goal for the year, and you will find out when you are following the channel if on the end of year will be in the top 10 or not. Let's see and wait. Right, so we are here now in February. I had another drawdown in 2021, but I was able to recover. So at this point I had, as you can see, roughly 3,800 euro plus. We are running into March. There was a smaller move against me, but was even again possible to recover. By the way, you will find out I'm not a native speaker in English, but I hope it should be fine enough. I'm speaking English because the forum is also speaking English, and so everyone there can follow those updates. Right, so now we are hitting end of March in 2021, and it seems quite good. Yeah, I was 5,500 euros up in winnings. I started the account with 5k, so I made 100% after 3 months, which is quite a nice income actually. But then you see a drawdown is coming, and this one is different than the others because it stays longer. You can see that the white line is going upwards. What is the white line about? We are calling it the balance. Yeah, red is the equity. Equity means the money on the account plus open profit and loss. So if I would close all positions and make a withdrawal of money, I would get the red line. The white line we're calling balance. This means the closed positions without the open profit and losses. Yeah. So you can see now that the white line is going upwards. I realized some winnings. I did also some hedging. What is hedging? Hedging is, the meaning is that we are trying to make a counter position. For example, we are buying euro, US dollar, but it's falling, so we can sell it to hedge out a little bit the position. So this was the reason the white line was going upwards. But then you see the white line is crashing down on the red line. What happens here? At some point, I didn't have enough funds in 2021 to support my open positions. And again, if you're new to Forex trading, don't worry, I will explain this in the upcoming videos. So you will get a detailed explanation, but this is the first video, so I will make this quite roughly. And at some point when the positions are turned against you, the platform automatically will close out position. We call this liquidation. And this happens here. So I was liquidated on 2 orders, and then the rest was closed manual by myself. The account was crashing down. You see I am coming from up 8,000, and it was now minus 3,000 and something. In euro on the balance side, I had 1,700 euros left when this happens. Yeah. What was my answer? Go on and trade, fly again. So I started again. Obviously I had to change the volume a little bit because the account was now much smaller. This was happening in the mid of April, and since then I was trying to fight back and gain back. On the zero, when the account or the graph is hitting the zero, this means that actually I was plus minus 0 again, and everything above the 0 is then my winnings. So I can speed it up a little bit because I don't want to bore you. You can see that in the summertime in June I was plus minus zeros. Yeah, so I was recovering and had exactly the money I started the year. And I had some months left, obviously, because it was summertime, and you can see that the account was going upwards again. We are now in August. There were some smaller drawdowns, but in the end of the year, we can speed it up a little bit. We had the account and a net winning of 8,900 something. This was actually my winning, so I had 5,000 in, 8,950 were winnings, so the account was somewhere in the 14k area. What I did then, I cashed out some of the money. This is always a smart thing because, as you could see on the liquidation, this is a risky way of trading. So I cashed out some money and I started the year, and I started with 4,000 euros, 4,000 and something, because the system I was testing a little bit made some winnings before the beginning of the year, but it was roughly 4,000 euro. And I will show you now what the performance of the first week of 2022 is on my account. So here you can see my trading view on this side. This is the robot, which is here on the chart. At the moment there are no positions open. You can see that the last position were closed in the morning. And on this side you can see the graph for 2022, the first week. And because I trade via robot, I can do some simulations, and my normal goal for a month would be 20-30%, but I had really a rocket start in trading in this year. So as you can see from the figures here, today I was just making 80 euros, which is reflecting 2% on gain. But in the last days I had pretty decent gains, and so in the first week alone I was making 23.5%, and there are no positions open, so it's a pretty clean and really nice start into the year. Hope obviously to go on like this, but how it will go on you will find out if you subscribe to this channel. I'm really excited about this project, so feel free to give me comments about things you are interested. I will try my best to answer them all, and I say now bye bye, see you next week, and thank you for being here on my channel. Bye and cheers.